We're off on a wild camp. No, it's not a wild camp, it's a well, a rough camp, but with a lot of people. So you can see some up there, one behind me, and we call it Camp Sandy, maybe. So it's Jack Law Knives, Sandy, he's organised this really. Oh, here he is, creeping up, filming me, filming you, filming me. So we're all off on a camp today. Nothing new today, it's all my existing kit that you've seen before. Got the Hilly Burguna, just out for a walk in the Mendips. So it's quite close to Bristol. It's quite an ancient site. Cheddar Gorge, we're up around Cheddar Gorge area at the moment. So yeah, it's a really nice walk out today. It's bright sunshine, it's in December, second week in December 2017. So pretty cold. It's going to be icy sub-zero tonight, I think. Take you around that side and you won't get the sun in the lens. Yeah, it's going really well at the moment. So we pitched the tents already. Sandy's got his massive teepee tent with a hot stove in it, Frontier stove I think. So we might be sitting in there tonight, which is a bit of a luxury for me. I'm not used to that at all. And I'll turn you around, it's just lovely countryside. Nothing like the British countryside in the world. I've been all around the world. I think you'll agree as well, won't you, Sandy?
I haven't travelled as much as I'd like, but
yeah.
I have travelled to a few different countries now. And most recently I went to Sweden about 3 years ago with my friend Ed.
Yeah.
And that was a nice hammock camp in the forest over there.
Ah. It's cold?
No, it was in late summer, so it wasn't too bad. But via down to radio bands, my signals have travelled all over the world. So I've been everywhere, including the South Pole.
That's amazing. Have you done a moon bounce?
I've not done moon bounce, no.
I've heard about them, but I've never actually.
Yeah,
I've got special conditions or something to do that.
You've got to have antennas with a very narrow beam.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I think they tend to use UHF, maybe a little bit of VHF.
Yeah.
I know they got down satellite uplinks and downlinks on the high end of the HS spectrum and VHF and UHF as well. But I never got into that. I was more into the terrestrial.
Yeah.
You know, using ionospheric bounce and what have you.
So I've lived and worked in France, Germany, Spain, Russia, China, America, North America, and everywhere I've lived and worked I've always come back home to England. Not because it's my home, but it's just because for me it's the best place to live wherever I've been, so I love it.
I don't think I'll leave this country, although it can be damn cold at times.
Yeah,
wet,
that's what I like.
Yeah, that is part of it though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I like it.
Apart from the immediate countries, you know, obviously like Wales and Scotland, I've been to France, Germany, Belgium, Poland, Sweden, Spain, Turkey.
Yeah, right. In the summers or mainly?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
So
I like to go and see, and I like to see all the cultures and that, but when I want to live here.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's nice to travel.
Yeah.
But it's expensive as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now, without a doubt. So we'll carry on the walk. I'll show you a bit of Cheddar if we ever make it there. We'll see.
We'll get there.
You think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not one for quitting.
No, I know that. Which means we could be back at midnight, but we'll get there. But yeah, we'll be doing some cooking later, so catch up with you later. So we're coming up to Cheddar now. If you look round, there's Cheddar Reservoir. Wonderful place. I think that's Glastonbury Tor in the distance. It's quite a spiritual place. There's a lot of ley lines and a lot of pagan beliefs, and a lot of people come and visit. They all congregate, which I think is quite fascinating really. after all these years and all this technology, there's still people that believe in pagan beliefs, and I think that's good. I think it's good to have differences of views and opinions. So we're going to head down now into the village of Cheddar, which is a gorge carved out in the Ice Age. It's a wonderful place. So I'm chewing on my trail mix, keep me going, keep my energies up. It's a great walk in the wonderful countryside. The spectacular weather today, the heat from the sun is amazing. And this is exactly what I like. British countryside and British weather, sometimes a bit harsh, but always fun. We're heading down into Cheddar Gorge now. It's just a great walk out. Got the Raymere's beanie. It's possum down and merino wool. It's amazing. Really warm, really light, and you can pack it away really easy. That's a real winner, but it's too hot today for like fleece and all that kind of stuff, or down. So I just got a merino wool liner, cotton, it's a pinewood, pinewood plaid shirt, and my shell, which is the regatta shell. That works really well just in case it rains, but I don't think it's going to. Oh, it's a glorious day. Haven't seen another soul except for us lot, which I always like. Everybody's got their own style and kit and what they're used to. From wool jumpers to Gore-Tex to smocks, everything. It's a difference that makes things interesting, I think. So I'm just out for a little camp. This is my last camp before Christmas. I continue to do camping, but I don't always YouTube them because it changes the kind of camp that you're on. But yeah, I'm enjoying this one. This is really great. It's the first time I've been out in a group like this. Normally I'm solo, as you know. But these are great people. I know these people either through YouTube or other videos, or people that I work with like Sandy. So yeah, it's a really good experience so far. And everybody's going at a pace that I can keep up, so I like that. But yeah, it's fine. It's starting to get hot now, so I can take some layers off, I think. See you later. So we made it down into Cheddar. This is the main Cheddar Gorge, all the shops and caves, prehistoric caves, carved out in the Ice Age. Sorry, I put you in the shadow, it's better. That's better. Yeah, it's a lovely place. Haven't been here in the winter much. Tended to stay up by the campsites and in the forests. But yeah, it's lovely. I think we got to stop off, have something to eat and a drink, and then we can head back. Fish and chips by the looks of it. So we've had lunch, had a beer, really nice it was too, and now we're at the top of Jacob's Ladder. That's the lookout point. I'll show you the picture in a minute or two. So we're going around the top of the gorge now. See, just going around the bottom and back up to our camp. We came down the other side. That's the top of Jacob's Ladder, 100 something steps, 122 steps or something up the gorge. We plough on. The weather's turned a bit, it's got a bit colder, temperature's dropping. When you're walking it's pretty warm. Put a few more layers on, got my fleece out kit down, top on, filament jacket. And now we're just walking around the gorge, head back to camp, and we're set up for the evening. Catch you later. So the walk's going really well. You can see them all up ahead. Everyone's doing great. It's been a long walk. We've been all down one side of the gorge and now we've gone back up the other side of the gorge, then into the gorge and now back up the other side. So yeah, quite a walk. But this ancient woodland's amazing. You just see how old it is. Some of these are very slow growing mosses. Love the sphagnum moss. Oh yeah, we're heading back to camp now, do a bit of camp chores, then settle in for the evening. So I'm looking forward to that. Got some whiskey with me, got plenty of food, got alcohol burner, everything. So catch you later. Right, Elsa? Hello. That's a good girl. That's a good girl.
It looks like it was recent, isn't it?
I don't know. You can see where it's all peeling off.
Yeah. And them two, they're going to be coming down at some point, aren't they?
Yeah. You won't,
This could have been imminent, couldn't it?
you don't want to camp near there, do you, really? So we haven't seen a soul all day, and now we've got herds of people. Yeah, sun's going down over there. And coming to the end. Been a great walk, 8 miles in total. Very steep, so my knees are hurting a bit because I haven't done that for a while. I'm just heading back to camp now. And when I get back to camp, tidy up a little bit because tent's in a bit of a mess. Get the chair out, and I think I'm going to get a coffee on now. I think I'm going to do it. I got a coffee Phin, Phin, from Vietnam, and makes pretty good coffee. I tried it out at home from ground coffee, quite a coarse grind, and you let it soak, the granules soak for a bit so they swell up. Put your water in and off you go. So you get kind of an espresso, something like that. So give that a go, and I really need it now. I got some nice whiskey with me, so some of that might go in it, we'll see. And then we're all going to sit in the big teepee tent with the Frontier stove tonight. So that'll be a good chat tonight. Probably won't film that. But yeah, you can see the sun going down now, I'll show you. catch you later. That's the end of the walk now. You can see perhaps behind me the sunset. Really nice. Everybody's pretty tired now. 8 miles is over. Up and down the gorge, up and down, up and down. My knees are hurting a bit where I had an operation on my knee. That's aching a bit. But it's alright, it'll be sore tomorrow. Little Elsa the dog is getting on a bit now. But she's done really, really well. Still pulling on the lead. Light's going down now, so this will probably be the last video of the day. It's a tent set for tonight. Got the right tarp this time. Had the winter tarp last time. This is more the open tarp. It's more shaped. Don't know if you can see because of the light. Tighten that up. Got the Una tonight. Should be fine tonight. There's no wind at all. Looks like we've got a Sulu and an Atco, got a Lavu, another tent at the end that I don't know. This is the hot tent. There we go. Sandy's getting the fire going. That's going to be warm in here tonight with everybody in here, I think.
It'll be warm. It will be warm. Yeah, you'll be as warm as toast. I can assure you of that.
Let Sandy get that going. Hello, Elsa. Hello.
Hello, Naughty. No.
And Ant's just getting his stuff out now. He's got set up now. So anyway, that's about the last of the light. So I should get sorted out, get a coffee going, I think. Maybe you can see me now. It's 5:20. Pitch black. See all the stars later because it's a clear sky. I've got the little mess burner going. Well, bio alcohol burner. Just boiling a bit of water. It's a pretty boil. There we go. Got hot chocolate in there, ready to go. I'll show you the coffee fin. I can find it. I think it's in here. Well, I always forget something. I forgot my little bag, which is my fire starting bag. It's got all my ferro rods in and everything else. And I forgot that. So luckily, I spread lighters in every pocket so I couldn't lose one, and spoons in every pocket so I couldn't lose those. So luckily I'm alright. So this is the coffee fin. Let me show you down here. This is a Vietnamese coffee fin, PHIN. So it's just a little aluminium, very light. And you put coffee grounds in there, put a bit of water on, let them swell up. Put the lid on, and that creates a bit of pressure. Then you fill it up with water, and then you just put it on there, like that. And let it drip through, and you get a really intense coffee. Put your little lid on. It's a good way to have a coffee, so I'm going to have one of those later. And I think we've got a boil on. Yeah, we got a boil. Excellent. See if I can do this while filming. Probably not. There's a little burner. Perfect. Bit flamey. there's a bit of wind about and I can't be bothered to do the wind shield properly. So just put a bit more water in. The little cosy stays hot for ages. Put the lid back on. So that's 30 millilitres of alcohol in there, and then that'll boil nearly a litre of water, so that's really good going. It's quite cold. They got the hot stove going in the big tent, so we'll be sitting in there later. We've got our little chairs, so we'll all sit in there and have a drink. So it is coming up to Christmas, so got me whiskey. It's I think it's a 20-year-old Glenfiddich. So that'll be nice for later. I was thinking about putting some in my chocolate. Should I do that? Yeah, I think I will. Hot chocolate and whiskey. I don't know what that's like. Let's try it. Smells good. Oh, that's really good. Recommend that, hot chocolate and whiskey. Morning, it's 8 o'clock. It's not that cold, it's only about 2 degrees. No frost on the ground, so that's good. Had a lovely warm night. There's camp. The little awning on my tent worked really well, the little tarp on the front. Could cook under it, sit under it, it's fine. The hot tent was nice last night. Everything is deathly quiet, which I really like. I'll be packing up today, heading back today. It's just a one-nighter. Everything worked well in the tent last night, nothing new. Oh, sometimes I have cold feet, and I saw in one of Shug's videos, in the winter he has these massive wool socks that are very loose fitting, almost like wool boots, if you like. And apparently loose fitting ones keeps you warmer than tight fitting ones. So I bought a jumper from a charity shop, a wool jumper, and cut the arms off and sewed the ends up to create like wool boots, and they were amazingly warm. My feet were toasty warm all night, not a hint of coldness at all, so I think I've solved that problem now. I had the top quilt with the vapour barrier on top, and all the condensation went on the vapour barrier, so that was no problem. Quilt stayed perfectly dry, so that worked really well. Not totally comfortable on the X-Ped down mat. I've used it quite a lot now, and I notice when I'm on my side, and I'm a side sleeper, I get a lot of pressure on my hip. There's something weird about it. Even if you let a bit of air out, you still get a bit of pressure on your hip, so I might search around for another solution for the camping mat to get a bit more comfortable sleep, I think, when I'm not in a hammock, which is much more comfortable. And yeah, just to try that out a bit more. The only thing I haven't solved yet is the pillow. So the pillow moves around a lot, it's quite slippery, and I think this morning I came up with an idea to solve that. I'm going to create like a loop of fabric that you slip the pillow into, and then a large flap of fabric that that goes under your shoulders, so when you're sleeping you're actually laying on the fabric, so then it can't escape, and then it's really good. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that out. I think do that. Let's have a look at the tarp, see how it went. So the tarp worked really well. I need to move this out like that, would be better, and maybe extend these a bit so they're a bit higher. But it's got 1, 2, this is optional, you don't need this one, but it's good for in the wind. And somebody's talking about bacon. See, that is very waterproof. Sil Poly PU 4000, super waterproof, and a flat felled seam, my custom flat felled seam, seems to be pretty watertight actually. There is moisture underneath, but that's condensation. So yeah, pretty good. Touches down to the pegs in the corners. This is just for cooking under, and if it's raining you can still put stuff out there to keep dry and all that kind of stuff. Take it down in the wind, of course, because it acts like a sail. But yeah, looks really well. There you go. Hilly Baguna now has a porch. So there we go. That's the end of the camp, really. Like to bring YouTube in.
Fine.
Oh, look at that.
I noticed that Sandy kept himself very warm last night because there's no wood left.
Used all the wood up.
I did.
Look at that.
Yeah, I used all the wood up.
That is a perfect breakfast, isn't it?
Well,
Perfect. You alright last night in there?
I was warm. Was you warm?
Yeah, totally warm. I was totally warm.
I'm afraid the towel's a bit messy because Elsa was sort of
Yeah.
I use it as a dog towel.
Oh. That was great last night. Really great. Yeah,
Is Gary doing a video?
there's Sandy doing a video, of Gary doing a video,
And
of Sandy doing a video.
Video of the bacon on the stove.
Camping Inception.
Yeah. And then all the wood is virtually gone now, and the last bit of wood is burning.
Anybody need any bread for their bacon? Yeah, I've got little wraps, but if you want to bring some
Wow.
bread in and wrap a bit of bacon in it.
There you go. I'll be back in a minute.
So how much wood was that in total? Was it 1 bag or
2 bags.
2 bags? Yeah, so that's an evening and well, is that 2 evenings?
2 evenings and off all night.
That's not bad, is it?
It's
Pretty
pretty
good.
efficient actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like it.
With the dog sharing the
Oh,
there were times when I was just a bit too warm.
she's done alright then, hasn't she?
She's alright, yeah.
Yeah.
She's waiting for her bacon.
She's waiting patiently for her bacon.
Oh.
She is, yeah.
Very good.
But you know, hot tenting in the winter though. Last night I had out there I had a big hole in the roof, which I didn't close it up properly last night.
Ah,
So I had a hole about that big, and all
Right.
the heat was going out last night.
how was it?
So that means that yesterday evening when we were all sat in here together, it wasn't working at its fullest efficiency.
Yeah,
If I'd have shut that up, I think it would have got really, really hot in
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know, and that's the point.
Yeah,
where
it's
we would
warm
be
enough. It's warm enough, I
I was
think.
gonna say, I think it worked perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's fine. There you go. Breakfast in the hot tent. That's pretty cool. Lavu did well last night. There's a surprising amount of room in that Lavu. I was quite surprised. Right, so I think that's the end of this camp. A very nice camp, really enjoyable, good friends, and we're all on Christmas now. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next vid. Cheers, bye.